So we have a presentation for David Eaton, Supervisor.
Thank you very much, Supervisor Zerko. Supervisor. Thank you very much, Supervisor Floyd.
He's trying to catch up.
Yeah, there we go. It is a pleasure. Is Mr. Eaton here? Great. Yeah. Would you come on down to the front, please? There we go. Would you come down to the front, please, Mr. Eaton? You know,
Steve, remember my request. Keep it brief and don't make me cry.
All right. We'll make it honorable. How about that? And we'll let you decide whether to cry. Because this is a special presentation, and we have lots of people that serve on all of our boards and commissions. When I arrived here in this office 12 years ago, Mr. Eaton was serving on the Assessment Appeals Board, and he has served as our hearing officer. And it is a challenging position to have, to be somebody that everybody respects as really giving you a fair and neutral hearing, not biased towards the county and not biased against the county as those assessment appeals move forward. And you have handled this position with so much class and integrity. It's going to be very difficult for anybody to replace you. And it is one of those quiet things, you know, so much of county government is off the radar screen. This is one of those quiet things that's off the radar screen. But it sets the tone. How those assessment appeal hearings go sets the tone for all kinds of other assessments that get set. And I think what all of us want is we want fair assessments. We've seen some tragedies in some other counties where people work the system and all of that. And I think if we can, same thing, have confidence here. And so, Dave, you've done a great job of building that confidence, piece by piece, case by case, as it goes forward. So I'm going to quickly read a few things about this at this point in time in Dave's life. Dave's a native of New Jersey, fifth of six kids, and he went to Chicago, Hermosa Beach, and Minneapolis. Finally arrived in Ventura in 1942. He attended Ventura schools. Now and then finally gave up trying while in the 11th grade and went off to war. All right. During World War II. He served in the Merchant Marines in the Army, then various jobs until he hired as an apprentice electrician, became a partner 10 years later. While in business, he became interested in local politics, participating in the Chamber of Commerce, chairing the Government Affairs Committee. He was elected to the Ventura City Council in '67, served 2 terms, selected as mayor the last 2 years. 77, David was elected to the Board of Supervisors, where he served from 77 to 81, including 1 year as chair. During his tenure on the board, he served on the SCAG Executive Committee, was a founding director of SCAT, vice chair of the Regional Sanitation Board, and served on the Regional Coastal Commission. In 93, David became an alternate member of the Assessment Appeals Board number 2. He was appointed alternate member to Board number 1 in 2000. He's been Assessment Appeals Hearing Officer since September of 1993. He was appointed a regular member of the Assessment Appeals Board in January of 2002. He also served on the Salvation Army Advisory Board for 10 years, including as chair and a member of the East Ventura Kiwanis for 10 years. He co-founded the notorious RNA Golfing Association, Raunchy and Atrocious Golfers, which is still going strong. David holds one record and shares another. His shortest putt missed, 1 inch, and lowest net, 59, but not in the same round, right? David describes himself as a very private person who couldn't keep his mouth shut, who's moving to Alhambra, to a retirement community filled with retired preachers who could not keep their mouths shut. David's been married to Dee 63 years. They have 3 children, 5 grandchildren, 8 great-grandchildren. And it is truly an honor. A legend is moving on from Ventura County to Alhambra. Our loss, their gain down there. But you, I think, represent exactly what makes Ventura County a special place, and that is people really get involved, really become part of the community and do great things. And I'd like to bring this down, and we'd like to ask you to share with us some sage pieces of advice as you get ready to leave us, Dave. All right.
In 1977, when I came on your board, one of the first people I met was Roberta. And, and she's been telling me what to do ever since. And all of you understand what it's all about, too. Thank you. It's a very honor. I'll keep it brief because my feet are killing me today. So set the timer for 30 seconds. I thank you for this honor. I appreciate it.
Good luck, Robert. You want me to carry this for you?
Yeah.
Can you get a picture, David? I'm just, okay. He's going to walk away, but he needs to get off his feet. I think you'd need 2 or 3 lifetimes to do everything that he did. It's unbelievable. Wow. You are? Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that was wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What an example, Supervisor, as you said, example of somebody who's been totally involved in anything and everything, huh?
Lost election as supervisor and came back and served all that time.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's great.